This summer, from 31 July to 5 August, 4 of the world's most decorated European clubs will play 2 matches at the world-class Kaitak Stadium. Manchester City versus Inter, playing in the Asahi Superdry Trophy on Saturday, 1st of August. And the return of the Herbalgy Trophy as Chelsea FC plays Juventus on Wednesday, 5 August.
現場嘅朋友們，我哋再次俾熱烈嘅掌聲，俾4位名宿好唔好啊 ？Let's give them a big round of applause here in Hong Kong.
Well, thank you very much for welcoming me here. I'm delighted to be back in Hong Kong. Last time was many years ago, 2011. We were here on pre-season with Chelsea at the time. I was the assistant coach at the time. So I always look forward to come to Hong Kong, to Asia, and Hong Kong in particular, because I'm a foodie, so I love the food here in Hong Kong, and we don't have that much time for sightseeing, but so I heard that the new stadium is a wonderful state-of-the-art stadium, and I think tomorrow we have a plan to go and visit that, so I'll be looking forward to do that.
Most importantly, we have a lot of good food around the Kai Tak Sports Park, so you gotta go check it out.
Okay.
Good morning. Well, with the new stadium, a lot of clubs are going to come here for the pre-season training, so I think that's very important to have new stadiums. We're still fighting in Italy to have new stadiums. So you guys have an amazing stadium, and I think the big teams they like to come here during the pre-season. So playing in front of 50,000 people in a brand new stadium, I think it's good for the players too.
I think it's massive in terms of the fan base you have in Asia and in Hong Kong itself. I think to have that sort of facility that you can fill out, that the teams like your Man Cities, your Inter Milans, your Juventuses, your Chelseas, your Liverpools, your Spurs, they come. It also opens a pathway for kids that are able to watch and meet players and see players they may never have seen before, and it makes a dream. It's a dream for them, and it sets a pathway and a challenge in them to be able to maybe one day play on that pitch themselves.
Well, the pre-season is actually a time of the year where, as players, you don't particularly like, and as a coach, to be honest, neither, because, it's hard work, and you basically build the foundation for the season. So there's a lot of training involved, a lot of running involved, and now it's changed also a little bit compared to before, when you used to have maybe a longer pre-season and you could build it slowly and progress it. Now it goes straight into big international games against big clubs, like Juventus, Inter Milan, and Man City, and so on. So they're not friendlies anymore like we used to know. When the players get into these games, it's a competitive game. So I think the supporters will experience a almost real league game or international Champions League game when they go and watch these games, because all these these international top class players, they will go and play at their best when they be here against we play against Juventus. So
thank you, Robert.
I think it's very important. I think the most important thing is pre-season, and I think the players to play friendlies against smaller clubs is good for the physics, but I think that when you play games against big clubs, you really get to measure yourself. So for us, normally that's a test on where are you in the preparation, if you have to step up or you're just right. So that's why we love to play those matches, not too early, but in the right time.
And a Catenaccio game. No, I'm just joking. Football's changed. Before, like Roberto said, we used to have 30, 40 days of pre-season, and slowly you would start playing after 20 days against the big teams. Now, after 3-4 days, you got to start playing. So I think the Hong Kong fans are going to see a very attacking Inter with, you have Lautaro, you have Thuram, you have Pio Esposito, big players. So football's changed. All the teams, 95% of the teams are attacking teams. So it's going to be a good game. I think Inter's against City is going to be a fantastic game.
I would think the key advice, especially to young kids all over the world, you could possibly say, is hard work. You have to enjoy hard work, sacrifice. And the way football has gone now, listening to your coaches and your teachers and your parents is more important than people think they would ever know.
Listening to the coaches
And
parents
their parents.
and the parents and teachers. This is the most important thing, right?
Yeah, because I think if you look at the style of the managers now, like your Peps, your Klopps, all the big managers, their attention to detail is so small, and it's almost sometimes like being at school, whereas they will give you information, you have to put it onto a book or write it on a board. If, say, someone like Pep gives you information, you have to bring that little detail onto the pitch, and that could be the difference between winning the Premier League and not.